You're listening to the voice of IWA Flip here on Interfed Radio. Welcome to Living Nightmare After Hours, Trash Talk Edition. With me in studios, as always, Commissioner Scott Anderson. Commissioner, welcome.
Hey, thank you. How's it going?
Oh man, I'm enjoying life.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
it's a good time to be alive and above ground and not buried.
Not dead by dawn. True. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Right.
no.
And
I love being above ground. Being up here is a lot better than 6 feet under.
true that. You know what? I might even drink to that.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Nice.
There's my new beverage opening.
Yes.
I won't get too thirsty. I won't Marco Rubio this. That's such an awkward drink of water. All right.
Now,
So
trash talk in the Living Nightmare League is at a different level, a different pace.
True.
And 18 and over here, so you can get away with a lot more.
We had some monsters, performing a certain special horizontal dance in our last edition, so you can get away with a lot.
What was Dennis's comment? You lose a lot of energy.
Yeah. Usually, coitus drains your energy. So yes.
You know what? But you know what?
Thanks to Dennis. Thanks to Dennis for his comments.
Yes.
And it appears to us, Flip mentioned this, and I think he's correct, that Dennis is watching as the show premieres. So anybody who wants to watch as the show premieres, that's cool. Add some comments. If you could do us a favor, because as we look through the comments, it's sometimes hard to distinguish where in the show we were. Is it fairly easy, and maybe Flip can help me with this, is it fairly easy to tag what time you're talking about?
Yeah, I think you can.
The time?
I think you just enter in the time. I think, yeah.
Okay,
but and again, I'm still learning this whole YouTubing, so I'm no expert. But yeah, no, I think you can just add the time there, and it'll give us an idea as to where we were at.
Yeah.
But definitely
appreciate Dennis's comments. They made me chuckle several times. So feel free to comment on these shows. We definitely read them. So
now, this new faces here, and we're going to start with these new faces because we got a little bit of an introduction to this. Is it Abogado del Diablo?
I believe you are pronouncing that correctly.
Now, it wasn't one of these nice intros, man. This guy doesn't seem like he's here to, he's not like Morbius. He definitely doesn't have that same code of, allowing live and let live.
There is not. He interrupts Spike Pratt, right, Commissioner Pratt, and he kind of sets out this. I don't know if you want to call it a challenge or maybe a piece of advice, right? That Pratt should be more of a focal point of the show.
I mean, and we said we were going to get a little into this because, we've mentioned realms, we've mentioned bubbles, we've mentioned game boards. I've mentioned the idea that this game in some ways is very similar to. I was about to say Double Dragon.
What a video game! Yeah, no, you could always reference Double Dragons.
Oh man, yeah, but again, it's very similar to Dungeons and Dragons, and where this is our realm, this is our table, this is our game, and different places, different game days, different in this case, different leagues even though they're commissioned by the same, individual, sometimes have different distinctions. And,
True.
one,
I do try and have, each league have its own feel. Yeah.
yeah. And I think one of the nice parts that we did mention is uh, the involvement of the Living Nightmare League character. I mean, as we're in your other establishments, your other leagues, you've chosen to keep, that commissioner role away from the game, away. What did you mention him as? NPR, a non-playable
Like a
role.
non-player character. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
Scott
NPC.
Anderson is not meant to be involved in trash talk. He is a behind the scenes. You don't see him or hear him. He's just there. Um, but Spike Pratt, I think we can say is a little different.
Yeah,
Within a certain amount of reasonability, obviously. Just like with any character, right? You don't want to be disrespectful to someone's character. I think we can definitely say that Spike Pratt is not necessarily that hard line. He may find himself in some trash talk.
yeah. I mean, and I think that actually, you know, that little variable, makes a big difference between, what happens here in the, Living Nightmare League as to what, happens in the United Nations League, because,
Mm-hmm.
as Spike Pratt, becomes more involved. I mean, we've seen what happened last year with this Boswell character losing a head. I mean,
Right.
and
That was definitely an instance where, with Reverend Boswell, Spike Pratt became, you know, very involved in that overarching story.
yeah, I mean, and it was enjoyable, and at the same time, I think I forgot to mention um, the communication of the use of the character. Obviously, trash talk is trash talk. So you know misrepresenting someone's character sometimes might not go over well. You're gonna find yourself sometimes unable to carry a story because of
Right.
that. So in
Right.
some ways,
I mean,
it is.
if I had Morbius come out in a tutu and dance to White Swan, that would be not cool.
Right.
So you don't want to do that.
Unless it was like Halloween and he was having a costume contest or something, then okay,
Maybe.
maybe,
Yes.
maybe, but
Maybe.
yeah, that's still
Maybe.
that's still pushing the limit. But yeah, no, definitely, and again, try and keep the characters. Obviously, it does help to have more information, in terms of the character, so that it can be represented or that other managers can represent them well. And I'm curious as to this Abogado guy and
Yeah.
this. I don't
He's
know.
very mysterious. I get
I
an
mean,
ominous feel reading this trash talk. Do you get an ominous feel?
all right. I'm gonna completely uh, play ignorant because I really don't know what I'm ominous.
Like an uneasy feeling.
Okay, okay.
Like
And
maybe,
and
you're not
it's
sure what's going to happen.
it's probably a word I should know, but yeah, definitely right now at this state of what did Dennis say? Coitus causes fatigue. So
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
hey.
Hey now,
Good day for you, sir.
hey now, hey now. But oh man, yeah, no, definitely, definitely, you know, I don't know. There's something about
Abogado.
avocado. I mean, and
Yeah.
in the back of my head, I want to start to. I'm a little bit concerned for Pratt
You know,
because
I have a certain, yeah. I mean, well, just because we don't know much about this Diablo character. But I will say, if you are intrigued by this trash talk, you will also be intrigued by the trash talk that you receive on Monday.
oh,
So,
is this
little teaser.
dun dun dun? Yeah, no, I mean, here we go. I mean, it's always nice to get new blood, within the mix. Obviously, the recent
Definitely.
additions, the last couple of cycles. We'd love to hear from Is it? Oh, I went blank right now. Blade. We haven't heard from Blade. I want to hear from Blade, man.
Yeah,
I thought Blade was gonna come in and start hunting. Really, really hunting
I
Morbius.
thought so. Yeah, yeah.
But Blade's been.
Um,
Maybe he's hiding. Maybe he's waiting for the right
Maybe he's
moment.
biding his time. Yeah, I mean, we have the American Werewolf. We have let's see, who else do we got? We haven't heard from.
Oh no,
Well,
I definitely.
we did have the what would you call the appendage family with one eye and three fingers.
Oh, the
So
appendix family.
so hopefully we haven't
That's
heard the last of them.
No, yeah, I want to hear more of them. And so we had some questions for them, but I said, see if we get them back. Maybe they had something to do with Pablo Inigo.
What?
You know anything about this guy's death, Frankenstein? Huh?
No,
Huh?
I don't. I don't. But also, while we're mentioning people that we would love to see return to Trash Talk, I gotta mention my good buddy who runs Torgo and the Master.
Yes.
Just would be awesome to see something.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a little bit of a hint towards Torgo this cycle, but we want to see the real Torgo.
We want to see the real Torgo.
I want to see the real Torgo come out and really maul people.
Yes. But yes, I will be interested to see more and this interaction between the LNL commissioner and Abogado del Diablo.
Del Diablo. Yeah.
So help me out. What is I know Diablo, but I don't know Abogado.
Lawyer.
Lawyer. Oh.
Yeah, the devil's
Well, that
lawyer.
just brings a whole new aspect for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Interesting. Okay.
What are we gonna do about Pablo, man?
I don't even know who Pablo is, so
Dude, he's our local 9 News reporter. That's all you gotta know. You know what? Every life matters. Pablo's life matters.
in the Boggy Creek. So maybe we'll find out who perpetrated this attack on this poor journalist.
He's trying to make an honest living, reporting about monsters at night.
Free speech is important. Do not infringe my free speech. Poor Diab. Pablo.
Poor Pablo.
Yeah. I mean, he looks a little concerned in this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he was. That picture looks like it happened when he was taken.
Like, oh, you're not my normal cameraman.
Oh, there you go.
But,
you know who needs a new cameraman? Is this Dr. Damien Hyde? My goodness, couldn't get it.
You only see half his face.
Yeah, man, what kind of lighting composition no, dude, come on, dude, that camera guy's getting fired.
Although I do have to say, I am a big fan of the, I guess you might call it like a gentle introduction. You know, there are several good ways to introduce characters, but sending in this picture kind of teases his arrival, I guess you could say, right? And hopefully we hear more from him next cycle or this coming cycle. But now we know he has arrived, and he definitely looks as though he might be pretty nefarious. He's got the mutton chops, which I gotta say, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the mutton chops.
That style went out long.
That will never go out of style. You take that back, sir.
Well, he rocks it well. He
does. So I will be interested to see what we hear from the Dr. Hyde.
Dr. Hyde. Oh man. Now someone that's always that we always love to hear from. And this Catfish Robin the gang.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and a lot's going on over there in that side of town. I mean, because
Yeah, there a lot of interconnectedness.
yeah, I love it. I mean, we got we got everybody. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're too concerned that he's split personality. No one's
I
really
mean,
too.
they seem concerned, but they don't seem like they're going to do anything about it.
No, yeah. They're
You
just
know what
kind
I
of
mean? Like, we're
it's just kind
worried.
of like,
What are you going to do? Nothing.
I just hope I go in as.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's not too reassuring. That's not too reassuring.
Like, I think Catfish needs more than just hope in order to maintain control over the Foxman.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to learn to
'Cause
control it one way, yeah, or
one way
another.
or another,
Yeah.
hit the music. So, but what we do see here, though, is that at least for a time, Catfish is able to control it as he discusses the school with Robocat and Squeaky and Bigfoot, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've taken the lead here, right?
Yeah,
In
they
running the school.
looks like they're going all out, starting recruiting. We noticed over in Bigfoot's trash talk that they're even handing out flyers, handing out flyers and
Yeah.
everything.
And there's
Yeah.
an interesting duo who received some flyers.
Uh,
But I'm skipping ahead. We'll get to that, right?
yeah.
But
Yeah, no, but it is nice to see that Catfish is going to trust him with the school right now that he's going
yeah,
through this. What does he call it? His Jekyll and Mr. Hyde fade.
right,
So
right. And the other thing that I noticed is that Catfish is in control enough to know when he needs to leave. Like
yes,
he knows he's going to become the Foxman, and so he can recuse himself and get away from the group. So then he and Foxwoman Santana run off, and they
do their do.
they do what they do. And they do run into Wolfman Joe, who is having his own trouble trying to maintain control of his, darker side. And I really think, if I may get a little philosophical on you, this speaks to the duality of man. And are we, going to rise to our better nature, or are we going to fall into our animalistic nature? Because as human beings, we have both sides.
Well, this is the Living Nightmare League, so everyone better become a freaking animal.
So we're going animalistic.
We're going animal.
Debauchery. Okay.
Yes. The debauchery. Oh.
So we definitely got a good update on where the group story is going, right? So we have some comments from the individuals, but we also have a good advancement of the totality of the group here.
Oh yeah, I mean, never mind the fact that Wolfman Joe's eating a couple of campers. I mean, he just has to stay, survive.
Right. At this point, I mean, we're not really surprised, right?
Oh man, I thought he was, gonna be more like Catfish, kind of, good-hearted, go getter, but starts eating some campers. Come on, Joe.
No. Wolfman, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Wolfman is and will continue to be the most out of control of the three.
Dang it, man! You know what? I mean,
because now he has that vampiric, running through him also.
Yeah, man. I mean, we had. You know what? You see, there's a method to the madness. Because Morbius knew what he was doing. Because he knew that he could, somehow, add some more to his DNA that in turn, is gonna get him chased by other people. Because if Blade, wakes up and starts chasing some of these vampires, Joe's gonna be chased one way or another. So maybe, maybe it's just another form of defense. And stop killing people, Joe. Stop. Jeez, man.
Come on.
Morbius is getting very, very upset.
We do have, as we kind of get down to our, did you notice in this last paragraph? I was gonna talk about the Fox Woman Santana comments, but did you notice where they go to an old house, and it seems like they have a brouhaha with some of the Sith?
Yeah.
But then, and it seems like they, catch the Sith off guard and do some pretty heavy damage, but they go back to find them and they're not there.
Those Sith. My goodness.
So it seems like the Sith were injured, but then they weren't there when they came back. So I will be interested to know what happens both here and how those Sith are no longer there when they come back.
Now, Foxwoman's a little upset.
She is a little upset.
She's a little upset.
The first thing I noticed is that she wants a shot at the Underworld title, which I would love to grant her. However, shots at the Underworld title are earned.
Oh.
So
in other words, you're going to ask her to take off how many people's...
like, how many will it take?
How many will it take?
Foxwoman's voice got really deep. I don't know why that happened. But so the next challenger for the Underworld title after Chamber of Horrors is to be determined. So hopefully she can be involved in that. I don't see why not. And if she can win the number one contendership, I would love to see a Foxwoman Santana challenging for the Underworld title.
Oh yeah, I mean she's
awesome.
she's a superstar here. So
yeah, former bronze champion.
Yes.
So no doubt, got the credentials. So, but what else is she a little angry about here?
Did I miss it?
Well, she seems to challenge the Sith.
What?
It sounds like she's... oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Foxman. I'm sorry.
Aha.
I got ahead of myself. She does say, though, that people should be careful with Rob.
Yes.
Which I think is smart. Because I think everyone should just stay clear of Foxman Rob.
Oh, yeah. Especially when he's a Foxman. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. If Fox Woman did that much damage, I can only imagine the destruction that Foxman Rob is going to cause when he does finally erupt.
Ugh, I know. Not looking forward to that. Just hopefully there's some people left unscathed, so that the league can continue.
Just leave enough. Leave enough for a card. Now, it seems Catfish is a little upset himself also, that he's a monster now.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely didn't want this, right? But he seems to understand that it was necessary, but he definitely blames the Sith. And I think he's right to do that. I mean, the Sith did drop, an entire building on top of him. So, it was necessary to save him, but also he's a little bitter about it.
Yeah. And you know what? Character development, just to you can see the Hyde and Jekyll, because he does a comment as Catfish where he's a little bit, and then he just switches it up, and then next thing you know he's talking smack.
Yeah. And definitely there's a different tone in the Foxman. The Foxman is coming after and going to hunt down the Sith, and he wants to face one of them at the next pay-per-view. So I really hope that we are able to secure that matchup in the next cycle or two. Foxman Rob versus one of the Sith.
That answers
in a super stipulation match.
Now, that answers another one of my questions. I was wondering which one of the Robs was the one that was going to want to challenge. But yeah, it's definitely Foxman that wants to step in the ring. So he definitely wants his nasty side.
Oh, yeah, because we were talking. on the commissioner side, if you haven't caught that one yet, highly recommend you head over to that one after listening this one. Thank you for listening, by the way. I appreciate our 7 viewers out there.
Get your matches in before Monday.
Get your matches in before Monday at 9 a.m. Good call.
Yes.
But definitely, I get the impression that Catfish, obviously wants his revenge, but it is most certainly Foxman who wants to face them at the pay-per-view. And obviously, between the two, the one I would prefer not to face is Foxman Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble right now from what we can tell.
But the Sith aren't going to back down to anybody.
No. I mean, they got the Underworld, they got the Colossus title. No, they got no shying away from a battle.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what hell is unleashed at our Chamber of Horrors pay-per-view.
Well, speaking of hell, and speaking of people hiding,
yes,
and people running.
Oh, yeah, this got me excited.
Oh man, yeah, Wolfman Joe. Yeah, like I said, he eating campers, and he wants Morbius in a Hell in a Cell match, so he doesn't get to fly away. I'm like, this son of a, my goodness.
I'm like, that's so smart though. I laughed. I did have to laugh. It's like, I don't want you to fly away, so let's face each other in a Hell in a Cell match. I'm like, oh,
genius.
No!
Genius.
It's so smart. So, do you have any word on whether Morbius will face him in this Hell in a Cell match?
Well, yeah, he's eating campers, for crying out loud. We got to put an end to this. Like I said, look, Morbius from the start said no killings. We need live blood to keep the vampire race of beings or whatever you want to keep the vampires alive. We need live blood.
You need right.
We can't have all these dead bodies
killing everybody. Yeah, that's a good point.
Not a good thing. I mean, just because he gets to feed, and but then yeah. So sign the match. It's on. It's on.
Let's do it. Steel Cage or Hell in the Cell. All right. Yeah. Awesome.
And this looks like a picture taken when Bigfoot found out that he had a match against Michael Myers. What? Where?
That is definitely a not thrilled face.
Oh man, yeah, you're gonna face Michael.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So poor Bigfoot, right? He's just trying to go for a run.
Hey, you know what? He's like Forrest Gump, just went out for a run, man.
I just felt like running.
Oh man. Now, we mentioned this earlier. We mentioned that looks like RoboCat and Squeaky are going to be taking over the school. Looks like Bigfoot is going to be the first dropout. He wants nothing to do with the school. He wants nothing to do with anything, man. He just wants to find a tree and hang out. And he couldn't even do that right.
He runs into people running away.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned this earlier. Looks like he bumped into 2 of the patients.
I know.
And
so
they give him, it's poor Bigfoot. Every freaking left, every right, every turn, whatever way he goes,
whichever way he goes,
he's done. He's just like, and let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, in this realm, I mean, the patients are, they're as scary as running into Michael and Jason. It's like, oh no, you guys.
It would be, advisable to avoid interaction with the patients. Yes,
but the patients seemed like they were they had no time to kill Bigfoot. Right? They had no time.
Right. Yeah, it just seemed like they were heading in the other direction.
Yeah, and looks like they slapped him across the face, or they put a they shove a flyer at him, right?
I
Like,
think they shove a flyer in his face.
oh,
So
poor Bigfoot, man. I'm lucky we're lucky they didn't make him eat it right there. Like, here.
right.
Like, oh man. But we catch a glimpse of Torgo
Yeah.
deep in the forest,
Deep in the woods.
deep in the woods. Oh,
But
man.
Poor Bigfoot sees too late.
Hey, you know what? When you're just trying to take it, that's what happens when you're unaware of your surroundings.
Right.
You know,
When you're too worried about Michael Myers.
leave Torgo to be Torgo. No one, we said, let him come back when he wants to come back. Had no reason being there.
Right. He could have ran away. There's no way Torgo's going to catch him.
But hey, Bigfoot just, didn't see it. Torgo fell on top of him, took off his hand and took off his hand. Oh.
But my favorite, I have to admit, I think my favorite part is right after that happens, the last sentence. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day for Bigfoot. Oh.
Well, maybe. Oh,
it can't be any worse than today, I guess.
No, losing your head in the Living Nightmare League is hey, it's gonna happen. Oh man.
No doubt.
Now, oh man, Supermark, huh, makes his is this his debut, or?
Yeah. We haven't seen him before. He hosts a radio show, it sounds like.
Nice.
And so, the idea is that, at least my idea, is that, we lovingly refer to certain wrestling fans as marks. Like they think they know what's going on, right? So this is Super Mark.
Super. Now, he had the pleasure of interviewing.
You want to call it that? Yeah.
Of interviewing Dr. Frankenstein, and I mean, way to bring in the character. Just, I mean, I don't want to say snooty, but just belittling. Just, I mean, Frankenstein really didn't have like. It almost seemed like he was like on like contract to be there. Like, how the NFL players have to do the interview at the end of the game. It's like,
yeah,
I'm only here because my contract says I have to be here.
Yeah, you're right. He definitely didn't seem like he was there because he wanted to be there.
Oh no, not at all. But brings up the Rob thing, brings up, so it looks like Frankenstein is definitely keeping tabs on what's going on throughout his realm, because
and I like how he tries to refer to Rob as Catfish, and Supermark is like the Fox Man. So, but
it's like ignorant.
Yeah. But my impression is that Dr. Frankenstein is trying to justify a lot of his actions, including the Anarchy title match where he more or less screwed over his supposed alliance with Catfish.
You know what? I think that's I mean, me personally, I think you not only lost an alliance with Catfish, but even the tension within the ranks there. I mean, looks like the patients.
Well, Supermark presses pretty hard about how the Dead by Dawn contest ended, with Patient Y and Patient Z bear hugging Jason and Michael, and allowing Dr. Frankenstein to bury all four of them.
Telling you, Frankenstein, you son of a.
I mean, by all appearances, he is only concerned with what benefits him, and certainly not concerned with the well-being of patients Y and Z.
Even though he, has no loyalty, or maybe, I don't want to say loyalty towards the patient, but I mean, it looks like the respect factor is missing there, or their willingness to do anything for him is there. So it's something
Right.
fishy going on there. Um,
Yes.
I'll tell you who it seems that he has no respect for is that Goldstein character.
Yeah. It's like the only person that's a bigger fool than Pratt for allowing the RWL to come in and crash the pay-per-view is Goldstein for perpetrating it. So I definitely have the feeling like Frankenstein will put aside his differences to take out at least someone, if possible, from the RWL. So he definitely feels confident, it sounds like.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is going to be, he is the top point, getter right now. So I
I
definitely
would
would
be
want.
surprised if he wasn't involved somewhere. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to see Frankenstein go up against one of those nasty women from over there.
Well, they're not all nasty women. There's some
Well,
very fine, upstanding women there.
hey, you know what? On a different day, or what did you call it? A different day in summer on a different time zone.
Yeah. In an alternate universe, everyone
Well,
is very pleasant.
I was trying to refer to your or reference your line from Fight Club
Oh, on a long enough timeline.
on a, I like totally slaughtered
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
on a long
I'm
enough time.
convinced, if I may break the fourth wall yet again, I am convinced that, the love of my life, my soulmate, will finish that quote. Because I often say only the first half. Someone will make a reference to, the end of something, and I go, well, on a long enough timeline. And
You're
I
like,
always wait for someone to finish it, and no one ever does.
dang. One of
Okay.
these days I'll get
One,
better at one of these days I'll get better at sayings.
yeah. Well, if you want to be my soulmate, Flip,
You
you can
got it,
finish
baby.
the line. Okay.
I gotta go look it up again. I gotta go.
So so then they start talking about the Sith a little bit, and we get a little more information on these creatures. How do you pronounce that?
Oh, dude, I knew. You know what? As I'm over here like, Yazlami. Oh man, I knew I was gonna
Nailed it.
murder
Um, so
this.
Frankenstein is very coy here with answering any questions that may give away his strategy as he challenges for the Underworld title. He doesn't talk about whether he knows how. He doesn't directly say that he can clone more, but he kind of alludes to it. But then when Supermark asks him if he'll be using them against Darth Akuma, he avoids that question. So it's pretty clear here that he is trying to play his cards pretty close to the chest. He doesn't want to give anything away, which doesn't
Yeah.
make for a very revealing interview.
No. But I mean, what else can you expect from Frankenstein? I mean, that's the kind of interview I would, it's like I'm not
That
going to
is
tell
true.
you anything. Like, what? Like, are you serious? You want me to give away? Like, dude, get the hell out of here. Get out of my face.
Like, I don't even want to be here, much less tell you anything.
Do you want to end up like Pablo? I'm telling you,
He
man.
does mention too, though, that he has not forgotten about Morbius. So even though that's it sounds like it's on the back burner for now, Morbius may not have heard the last of Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, yeah. I mean, we still got to figure out what the hell he was trying to freaking probe him for. like,
Right.
like, what are you trying to get from him? Like, At least the patients haven't been killing people. See, that's why we
That's
had,
true.
he had to reshift the focus to this Wolfman Joe guy because, dead campers just not something we need around here.
Yes. There is a limit.
Yeah. At least, the patients to just, shove the paper into Bigfoot's face, no killed, no nothing,
Right. I mean, yeah, just, insulting maybe, but
Hey, but
Pretty tame by LNL standards.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I wish I knew more about Torgo because when I was like, all right, I'm gonna make him a head collector. I gotta make him a head collector. I go, I don't know enough about Torgo. I should have looked him up a little more, but Torgo, if you're out there, stop hiding in the trees. Hiding in the trees. Oh,
I am going to send you a picture of Torgo.
oh man, my God. Let's see. Let's see how far off I was. Let's see how far off I was. Oh.
If anyone wants, I'm sorry. I'm just, if you look up Torgo, you may find a GIF of him, and it may be hilarious. I'm gonna try and share it with you now. Oh, brother, that's Torgo.
Oh my goodness. That's classic.
Beautiful. I love it.
Oh yeah, I can totally picture him flying down on Bigfoot and chopping his head off. Okay, we're good. That, you know what? That definitely made the piece even much more like it
you
just.
don't even you don't even know. It's great. It's great.
Oh,
Brother. Right.
Torgo the head collector lives on. Oh, nice.
So yeah. Whew, okay. A little composure here.
Hey now.
Whew, okay.
Now,
So
to seal the deal here, or to, they've pretty much been the focal point here since I've gotten here.
yes.
Through their transformations, through their just involving everybody in the league. I mean, they're just a force. And actually, they're the dark side. Excuse me.
Yes.
The dark side of the force.
I mean, you could say either one, right? They are the force.
Yeah, you know what? I caught myself in confusion right there. Yeah, they are the force, and they're the dark side of the force. Yeah, definitely.
Correct.
Oh,
and that's one of the things that if you're a Star Wars fan, that I think is somewhat lost, as people assume that the Sith are the opposite from the Jedi. And I really don't see it that way. I see the Jedi focusing on the Force through a certain ethos. And that, while that's true for the Sith, it's kind of like if you're in a fight and one guy is going to fight fair and one guy is going to fight however he can.
Right.
Right? So the Sith can do the things that the Jedi can do, but the Jedi can't do all the things that the Sith can do.
Right, because it breaks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it breaks certain, ethics or.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're not going to bring people back from the dead because.
So.
Yeah, that's something that only the dark side of the Force, can allow. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, the Sith can learn anything that the Jedi can do, but the Jedi aren't going to learn all the things that the Sith can do. And that inherently, I think, makes the dark side more powerful.
Oh yeah, that's why they've it always resurrects, or it always comes back,
right.
bigger and badder.
Right. There is nothing outside of their reach.
No, especially since they, like I said, they're not living with any I mean, other than their rule of two, which ultimately becomes their demise, but oh man. Now,
but Darth Akuma rightly mentions, they've won several Nightmare titles recently. He holds the Colossal title, he holds the Underworld title, and he's basically making sure that everybody acknowledges that this is the new reality, that the Sith are at the top, and we're all just living in their world and by their mercy.
Well,
and he dares Sinister Bagul to cash in his head in the box. Dares him. I wouldn't dare Sinister Bagul to do anything, which has to tell you the power that Darth Akuma has.
Oh yeah, he's not holding back. He's all like, "Come and get it already."
Right.
And then this damn Jigoku. Was it Jigoku?
Yeah.
Calls out Squeaky? Why would you call out that? What?
I mean, it's like, a rat is clearly no match for the power of the Sith. I think maybe he's still upset about the pay-per-view. Wouldn't you say? Because Squeaky interjected himself into the title match.
Well, I mean, he better watch out, because that rat, I wouldn't trust it as far as I could throw him, and I could throw him pretty far. when he's little. Right, of course. Oh man!
And he doesn't show any fear of Foxman Ra.
No,
which I know how strong the Sith are, but I mean, I think they would be wise to recognize the threat that Foxman Rob poses.
You know what? It's just that shallow way of thinking as a Darth. They don't concern themselves too much with feeling and giving a damn. Right. Just that
supreme confidence,
emptiness. That emptiness.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now, is this the rage of 10,000 years? The rage of 10,000 years.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, you got. You know what? And I mean, he basically drops the roll call here.
Yeah.
This Ikari guy, and I don't know, man. I mean, I've been called some things, but a plebeian, like really?
Like even I had to look that one up.
Like, wow, man, call me a peasant, call me a plebeian, like really? Wow. Oh man.
King
Ikari. King Ikari, the warrior King Ikari.
Yes.
Oh. And then Yoru.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Yep. Accept your destiny.
Although I have to admit, I might not accept my destiny if my destiny is an infinity of suffering. I might might have an objection,
I mean, you know what? Just like Bigfoot said, maybe tomorrow will be a better day.
Maybe in my infinity of suffering, tomorrow will not be a better day.
Oh, my goodness. Now, we definitely missed hearing from a few people. We know we got a lot coming up, and
yeah, definitely. I think there was one major one that we were discussing, that we definitely missed Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers this cycle. So, you are remembered and well thought of. I always enjoy reading Jason and Michael, and when we get Fritz involved, I love Fritz. So Fritz the Night Owl. Who was instrumental in getting the return of the Pale Man. So
who isn't a real owl? So don't anybody try and pluck.
An owl. Yes.
Don't try and pluck.
Dale is the only owl.
Nice.
Fritz is not an owl. Dale is an owl.
Dale is yeah.
Yeah, that's a shout out to my TBA BIT brother in there. But definitely. I think, the last we heard from Jason and Michael, they both seem to be preparing for something big. So I hope that, I wouldn't be on the business end of anything big that they have going, because that would not be a good day.
No. That's we'll leave those bad days to Bigfoot. Those bad
Right.
days.
For sure.
Oh man.
You know. So
Now,
big things are happening.
yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Like I
LNL.
said,
Yeah.
I'd watch out for that school. The school got a lot of surprises coming up.
Yep.
We're gonna get more into the dynamic between RoboCat and Squeaky. I know they've
Nice.
yeah, so we gotta bring them out a little more and develop those characters some more to have some more exciting fun here because things are heating up. Heating up.
For sure. Yeah, we have Terror Knight's main event this cycle. That leads right into Crossover Collision 2. And then not too long after that, we'll have Chamber of Horrors.
Nice.
So big things are happening. And I can say, I will be looking, I definitely think we need to do something special this year for Halloween. So, we'll put our heads together, Flip and I and some other folks, and, they know who they are. You know who you are.
Yes.
We'll put our heads together and see what we can come up with for Halloween.
And dude, we were just talking about that. I mean, even though we're in summer, I mean, it's literally around the corner. It's literally around the corner. IWA time.
Yeah, this is like Nightmare Before Christmas. We're living in Halloween Town.
Never
365 days till the next Halloween. 364. Even though I don't know how many it is, but that's my Wolfman Joe call out there. The Wolfman in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Wolfman Joe, stop eating campers.
Stop eating campers, please. That'd be nice.
Rob, make sure you show up as Catfish John to the stadium. Keep the Foxman. Oh. Yeah, keep the Foxman away. Keep the Foxman away.
Right.
Now you got.
Please don't drop any more arenas on people.
Don't drop an arena. Now you got me thinking if Torgo used that stick to cut his head off. Man.
Man, sir. Good times.
I'm gonna have to go ask for Bigfoot's head back because he's in Terror Tuesdays. Terror Night main events. They keep calling it.
He'll need it to face off against Michael Myers, and I'm sure Michael Myers is just gonna stabby stab, but hey, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It would be
Tomorrow will be a better day.
Tomorrow will be a better day for Bigfoot. Oh man.
All right.
Well, Commish. Like I said, we'll go ahead and sign this one off. And like I said, make sure you get your matches in. This is another final friendly reminder. Matches are due by Monday for bronze. Monday at 9:00. If you're in the Jade, get your matches in by Tuesday 9:00. Early post 4th of July. Enjoy your 4th of July, guys.
Yeah, enjoy your 4th of July. Be safe. Have fun. Yeah.
Don't get your head chopped off. Don't
get your head chopped off by Torgo in the woods.
Nice. With a stick.
With a stick.
Oh no, that's so brutal. Oh, poor Bigfoot. All right, guys, you've been listening to Commissioner Scott Anderson, myself, IWA Flip, here on Living Nightmare After Hour Trash Talk Edition. Till next time, guys, take care.